Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Scratching Post, where we scratch at that gaming itch. It is once again Saturday, and that means it can only time for one thing, and that's Saturday Silly Voices. Yep, that's the casters. You just heard them, and we're hopefully here for to be the final time for this game. Fingers crossed. I'm good that you can hear me loud and clear. Now we have to find out if we can hear the cast loud and clear. So allow me to introduce the cast. We have Burr.
Sing me a song of a judge that is gone. Say, could that judge be I?
Oh,
That's
poetry.
really cool. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
We have also Adrifting.
Shout out to David for sending me TikToks that make me get out of bed because I can't see them on my phone.
I always like to refer to them as our American correspondent, Kay.
Shout out to Drifting for getting me the clip that I need. And I'd forgotten that I had said jail for K, jail for 1,000 years, because I said married instead of married. Never gonna live that down, am I?
Oh, no.
And I'm
No, you're
so
not.
happy of it.
Get Larry.
Get Larry.
And of course, our woman in Japan, Laura Petal.
Yes, I know my character has had like only crying 75% of her lines, but you're gonna have to put up with it one more stream at least.
Don't forget the banging of the pan. Don't forget the banging of the pan.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the game
well.
does that for me. So.
True. And we have also Mr. Lemmingwright.
There once was a frog that went ribbit and told me to grip it and rip it.
I mean, fair enough.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, okay, that's what.
Three,
Ow.
3, 2, 1. Grip it and rip it, baby.
Baby.
Oh my
Today's
god.
Code Red Mountain Dew.
That's nice.
Nice.
Thanks to your little rhyme from now on, I'm only referring to it as ribbit and ribbit.
I
Ribbit.
mean,
We then have one of the newest voices to the channel, of course, been here for a few months now, Mist.
On the other side of the continent, we have Mountain Dew Voltage.
Oh.
Nice.
A little competition between drinks going on here, it seems. And then on to the special guests for today's stream. We have, of course, with us, as always, Shelly Phoenix Rider.
hello. I might be gambit sometimes, but I'm mostly be asleep today.
From
Fair.
the horse, from the mouth of
Fair.
babes, you know who can.
Excuse me. I'm at least 30 years old.
But yeah, but
Depends on the
Because I'm
definition
smaller
of
than
babe.
you.
hey, I'm the same size as you. Come on, let's
No,
face
you're
it.
not. You are an inch taller.
Okay,
You
a
are the
whole
only man I can
wow.
look in the eye.
1 whole inch, lovely.
Oh, all right, both of you. Calm
You don't,
down.
and you don't want to
Calm
take,
down.
and you don't
I'm
want,
tearing your knees off.
and you don't want to take that line out of context, chat.
An inch is important to some people.
Apparently.
An inch is a lot to some people.
Look, I'm climbing gambit like a tree.
I'm
I can do that, I just fall.
I'm moving on. And the final kind of special guest who's joined us from history, we have GW. As he zooms past. Probably-
I think he's
probably-
still playing Split Screen.
No, I think he's still in the boot.
Probably.
I guess he's playing Grand Theft
He's-
Auto now because I think that's
You do.
I'm surprised he's not trying to Doppler effect that as well.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Ow,
Mr.
fuck, that
Edgeworth
just
to the
hit my
car
nose
park.
on the
I
boom mic
repeat.
arm.
Weird. Do be careful.
You don't text and drive weird.
Welcome to Silly Voices Saturday. Get the bridge, you can't see it.
Mr. Edgeworth to the car park. I repeat, Mr. Edgeworth to the car park. There is a Mr. Butts waiting for you in the car.
Ow, my nose.
Excuse me,
Mr.
sir.
Edgeworth, he broke out of your car.
Is this yours?
It's a-
No.
look, bringing him to lost property like lost property. Is this yours?
Like, is this your butts, ladies and gentlemen? Is this your butts?
Help! I'm in the boot.
Oh my.
They keep me in here. Someone's sat on it. I can't get out.
It's better than the basement, trust me.
Oh.
Nah, that's debatable.
Yeah,
last
considering
time
how
I
the
bu-
character got butchered in this case, I think the basement is unfortunately preferable.
Well, at least you guys have a place to live. My boy died.
Fair point. Fair point.
So last time on Silly Voices Saturday,
X-Men 97 spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, but well, you should be watching Expert 97.
Hey, I did. I did. That was it. I was in that trip when it happened, and like Jesus.
God damn.
Anyway,
Back to the show. Last time, the supposedly innocent party revealed themselves. They're totally not guilty at all.
No.
it's absolutely not the butler.
Well then, Lemming, you've had a week to think about this.
Very different.
Implying I've been thinking it all.
All of you just assume Phoenix
I've
thinks
been
of
to
a case.
work, motherfucker.
It's not Christmas!
Yeah, and have you all been thinking about this?
No.
No.
Well, sort of.
I've
I've been
forgotten the
thinking about things
context.
that I cannot
feel like,
repeat.
that
feel
requires
like
me
I've-
to think.
I feel like I am less in the know of what the answer is than last time because I don't remember what happened.
Exactly. I'm the same.
That's fine. I've thought about this. I believe.
Uh-oh.
Good. At least one of us
And
has.
somebody has.
Yeah.
I love
Time.
that you. I
Any
love that you assume
guesses?
that I think.
Oh,
What?
wait.
Why are there 5 jammy
Oh.
dodgers in the corner? I probably made this joke before.
Oh! If it's written by a
Different-handed
right-handed
death.
person and Gloomsbury's left-handed,
Yeah.
it can't be him unless
Yep.
it's ambidextrous.
Ah, right. Classic.
This is the weapon Mr. Gloomsbury used to stop Mr. Sprocket.
But like that was a week ago, please.
I was wondering what you'd pull out this time.
How did the court want me?
I knew someone was going
Get
to have
back.
a response to that.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Dare I ask what that could possibly have to do with the note?
After having a week to think about it.
Mr. Gloomsbury's prints were found on this candelabra. And the prints were from his left hand.
Also, chat, I was going to say, visual voice of Phoenix. Having right, I don't make the rules. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you do make the rules, but also you're right.
Yeah.
I'm accepting.
And this is me with the after effects of a light cold.
I just can't imagine Phoenix without a northern accent now. It's just what it is.
That's just what he sounds like
Fair
in my
enough.
head now.
You just have to say bastard somewhere. A bit
Ah.
more.
No,
Bastard.
no. Only one Ace Attorney character is allowed to swear bastard, and that is Lang. There is only that is actually an actual Ace Attorney fact.
True. Yeah, yeah.
He is the, and somewhat there is a joke that he's the only Ace Attorney character allowed to swear. If you consider bastards a swear, which apparently people do, I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, that's a fun fact
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
a-
Lang says
It is used in a
a
derogatory
cuss.
term.
Yeah, bastard
Yeah.
is a low-level swear.
they say like damn and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't
but
know.
we.
Next hero.
I'm sorry, but we have established that both Myers Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright can say fuck.
They should be allowed to, but like canonically, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one thing I really want Ace
fuck.
Attorney to do is to do the thing that Marvel does with Gambit and allow, like, Gambit is the only person allowed to swear, but because he swears in French, it's fine. There's actually a comic panel where he's one letter off saying "Go fuck yourself" in French.
Now,
That's
now it kind of makes me wonder what language he swears in the French translation of the comics.
I really want to know that. Actually, that would be really interesting.
Oh my gosh. I need to say that perfect opportunity to do this with Franziska von Karma, Clavier Gavin, any of the German folks, and Edgeworth in German.
To be fair, though,
Also,
the
yeah.
German swears sound a lot like English swears.
Then maybe Phoenix in Japanese. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I had canon him as being a heritage speaker. He can listen pretty good, but his actual ability to conjure it from his brain is kind of shot.
Also,
but
Athena,
Maya and
you can
Ma-
just pick something.
Yeah. And Maya and Miles are way better at speaking Japanese than him. I had canon because I think that's the funniest option. Descendant of the great Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Sorry.
Now I can just picture Phoenix just like, Anta Baka!
Oh.
That's one of the few
Goodness.
Japanese curses I know. That's not even a curse, it's just, are you stupid?
Yes,
I
nice.
love
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So, that makes the victim left-handed, correct?
Yes, my lord. Exactly, Your Honor. The police looked into it too, and confirmed as much.
Confirm that post.
Good question.
Now, take a look at the smudged writing in this note. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line. Had this been written by a lefty, the writing would be smudged from the far left.
Confirmed. I had my
Confirmed.
ex was left-handed, and that was exactly what happened when he wrote something.
Yeah,
And also
I'm
his
left-handed,
was,
and
like,
yeah,
completely
I'm
white.
left-handed, and that
Right.
happens like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your hand is drenched in ink as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yes.
Because you're ripping your hand over the writing as you're writing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still happens to me as well when I'm writing, but from this way.
It also suggests that this person has an overgrip, because otherwise they would not have smudged it at all.
Yes.
This means that whoever wrote the note was definitely right-handed. In other words, somebody other than the victim wrote this note.
What?
Also, this just reminds me that, like, more than 3 people have said that I apparently hold my pen really weird, and I'm like, yeah, okay, what do you want me to do about that?
I mean, everyone holds the pen weird, because everyone holds the pen in their own way.
Yeah, but apparently mine is weird enough that, like, multiple people have commented on it, and I'm like, leave me alone! Let me write how I want!
Mine always starts normal, and then it sort of turns more rapidly into a claw grip kind of thing, and I have to sort of relax my hand each time, otherwise I will end up hurting myself.
Yeah. Also, about people pointing out weird things, may I ask you something, Shadow?
Yes.
Have you ever met a person who would not take your glasses, look through them, and say, "Hey, you have a horrible eyesight"?
I
They
have-
haven't.
Yeah, no, every time somebody's like, oh, can I look through your glasses? I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, holy shit, woman! Like, yes, I am really that visually impaired.
Yeah, I've never met a person who would not do that either.
It's just like if you wear any pair of glasses that isn't your specific prescription, it's going to look like ass.
Yeah.
Why try?
My vision is so bad that I actually surprised the doctor, but we're getting out of hand. I'll tell that story another time.
But if someone other than Mr. Bloomsbury wrote it, what does that note mean?
Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note. Just trying to get my head around that. Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the letter when he attacked Miss Wyatt. Sorry, I saw the first half of that sentence. I was like, how do you follow a note? It doesn't have legs.
That's such a Phoenix joke as well, honestly.
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Okay.
So clearly, this note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather
A living being.
those are instructions to kill Miss Wyatt issued by somebody else.
Objection.
Objection. If it wasn't the victim who wrote these so-called instructions, then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know.
He is correct. The majority of the family and their employees who were on the airship are indeed right-handed, making me question how likely left-handedness even is.
Left-handedness is, I believe, there's like there's a graph. I think it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a third of the population or something. It's more than
No, I
people think.
I think it's fewer. I think I remember there being a statistical research saying that it is about 10% of the population being left-handed.
Studies suggest that approximately 90% of people are right-handed. Left-handedness is less common. Studies suggest that approximately 10% of people are left-handed. Ambidexterity refers to having equal ability in both hands.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank
Well,
you.
technically
Thank you.
everybody's
Thank you,
ambidextrous,
Study.
but technically
more you
everybody's
know.
ambidextrous, but it depends on what tool you're using.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah,
I'm right-handed most of the time, but I'm left-handed when eating.
Also,
I-
thank
I find it weird because I lightly play the guitar, and I'm right-handed. I play the guitar right-handed, but it's always bothered me that the most complicated part of the guitar is done with your left hand.
Yeah,
Makes
Right.
sense.
I feel that. And some people are mixed dominant. Like do writing with one hand and then everything else with the other. I actually had Canon Gumshoe as a mixed dominant because he has the little pencil behind the behind the ear of the hand that he doesn't seem to use for at least in the anime for using the metal detector. So anyway, sorry.
Question
the more
of the
you
day.
know.
The question of the day to the viewers in the chat: are you left-handed? Sorry.
No, this is the writing hand, and this is the metal detecting
I need
hand.
us to carry on.
Yes, indeed.
Get on with it.
But
Get on with
both
it.
of my hands are right hands.
Gavin, you beat you to death with the
I
stick.
must say, that is a very rough and slipshod conjecture you proposed. I zoned out for a minute there, it's fine.
I zoned out, Your Honor.
I admit I haven't figured out who wrote it just yet.
Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular.
This culprit who ordered Gloomsbury to attack Helen. What could their motive have been?
Seems very it doesn't seem very likely that Ellen. No. Okay, understand what they're saying now. It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right?
Right. Not too likely, anyway. In that case, it has to be about Soren.
If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about?
That accident, I guess. I could understand if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame.
The one who lost the most of that accident was Soren's sister. She, lost her life after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by losing somebody so precious to him.
Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. Wait! There's one more person! There's someone else who must hold a grudge against Soren.
Did you figure something out?
I think so. I think there's somebody else used Gloomsbury to try and get revenge against Soren.
Did you say somebody tried to get a revenge against Mr. Sprocket? Mr. Right?
The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was. Yeah. The person who used Mr. Gloomsbury to try and get revenge on Mr. Sprocket, and then finished Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him, was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister, Selena Sprocket's fiancée. Not that I'm not positive, but it's certainly possible. This fiancé could have made Gloomsbury attack Helen to get his revenge on Soren.
What?
Her fiancé?
Did you hear that?
When's lunchtime?
Order in the court. Order, I say. Yes, it does seem quite believable that Miss Selena Sprockett's fiancé would be a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for this role in the accident.
Exactly, Your Honor. Maybe her fiancé was trying to murder Miss Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket experience the same pain he'd felt.
Objection!
Objection. Miss Sprocket's fiancé was a surgeon, if memory serves. But the only people who attended the reception were family and staff members.
That may be. But then that just means that Miss Sprocket's fiancé must have been among those who attended.
What? Really?
Of course. Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury?
Oh, I see what you're doing. This is just another giant bluff, isn't it?
Don't
Dang it,
say
Nick.
that, Don't say that, you'll blow my entire cover.
All right, I'll bite. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be?
Yes, I would like to know as well.
Why do I hear boss music?
Are you sure you're gonna be okay, Nick?
Maybe.
Sorry, left radio mode on.
When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list. I need to find something that connects him to Selena. This will help us identify Miss Sprocket's fiancé.
The only thing we have, yeah,
The thing we have with Selena is
is that pocket watch.
and there's a pocket
Oh, yeah.
watch.
Aha,
And it's
exactly.
Very familiar.
Very
pocket watch.
familiar pocket watch.
Yes, indeed.
It's almost like we've
Please
seen
take
before.
Yes. Please take a look at this photo, Your Honor.
That photo.
Notice Miss Sprocket's pocket watch? Haven't we seen it somewhere before?
Maybe. Now that you mention that, I do feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
Ellipses.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Nickety?
I believe we've seen it right here in this very courtroom.
Impossible.
That's right. The pocket watch in this photo is the same pocket watch Mr. Nickety has on him right now.
Ah, fuck.
Initiating oh shit protocol.
Yeah,
What?
that seems about right.
This is clear proof of a strong connection between Pierce Nickety and Selena Sprocket.
No.
Well, Mr. Nickety, is it true?
Mr. Nickety, you were once engaged to Selena Sprocket. That pocket watch, you keep it as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nickety, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one. To make him feel the same pain as you, isn't that right? But Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back and knocked Mr. Gloomsbury unconscious. You thought Mr. Gloomsbury was dead and hid his body in the lantern.
Sorry.
No phones in court, please.
No phones in court.
I'm sorry.
This is a deep moment here.
But if that's your phone, I'm going to come up there and...
Also, that was my line read.
I love that.
Gambit will call you back, mon ami.
But then you noticed Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness.
Wait, Gambit is sexting Larry?
And you finished him off to prevent your plan from being exposed. This is the defense's take on what really happened in this murder case.
Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse us as witness of the murder of Dumas Bloomsbury?
I mean, does the defense accuse Mr. Nickety of the murder?
We don't really have anybody else, so.
We're running out of options.
The defense indicts Pierce Nickety on the charge of murdering Dumas Bloomsbury.
Oh my! Mr. Nickety, you can't respond.
Then this lawyer just yaps on and on and on. As you guessed, his watch is a memento of Selena. It stopped working at the time of the accident, though.
Then you really are.
Yes, I was Selena's fiancé. And not just her fiancé, but the surgeon beside her deathbed.
Objection!
Objection! Mr. Nickety, why didn't you tell me any of this before?
Shut it, you useless prosecutor.
Oh.
I thought you could be of use, but apparently this case was too much for you.
Ezra's really gonna say, bitch, what?
What did you just say to me?
If your office hadn't stuck its nose all up in this, I could have swept it under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall under suspicion.
That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly.
But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had a motive to use the victim to try and kill Miss Wyatt was you!
Oh.
That was a bit dramatic.
Oh, just wait.
Oh.
Initiating transformation sequence.
Malignant tumors. There are malignant tumors in this courtroom. Lesions oozing with false charges.
Who was that?
The tumors are one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I just have a screwdriver with me at all times. That's all you needed it.
After the truth is revealed, I have the both of you inside from the legal world.
Actually, they would be excised, not incised. Incised is to cut into.
Yeah.
Excised is to cut out of.
Listen,
that
I'm
might
just
still be
doing
their
what the script is
intention.
telling me to say.
Yes, well, I'm going to nitpick this. I'm going to fight the script writers with my bare hands.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a proof that Nickety is a shitty surgeon?
I'd like to see you try.
Hey, Ace Attorney writers. Great idea, writing the script like this and putting this kind of thing in it when it would be played sooner or later by a group of people with one trying to fit its writer in the other. Good idea, game.
Think, Capcom, think!
With the power of this rocket family, it'd be a cinch.
Oh.
I will now begin the
Transformation
operation.
complete. Transformation complete. I'm a real boy.
There it was.
God damn it.
I want to high five Drifting for taking this in stride.
Yeah, you are amazing at it.
Also,
killing it,
having
killing it.
called it, you called it, Drifting.
Yeah. Again, this does very much feel like a Midsummer Murders plot, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It also, and now you understand. Foreshadowing is a literary device. That's why
Yep.
I kept saying it, because he kept saying shit. That was exactly foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. What in the world happened to Mr. Nickety?
Looks like he's finally showing his true colors.
Nick, look what he did to that shoulder mech.
I
Keep your
am
yapping
complete.
before I suture your chatty lips shut.
It's like he's a completely different person. It's like our actor for him has a lot of range, and we love her.
Yeah.
It's true. That's
Don't
true.
make me
though.
blush.
Sure
How
looks
dare
like
you.
it, huh?
Yes.
And the boss music shifts to phase 2.
I felt this before.
I have no memory of this place. Sure looks like it, huh? We can't let our guards down now.
Especially since this one apparently has a weapon now.
Mr. Nickety, it's finally time for you to testify and put away your death ray robot, please.
Yeah.
And testify to the truth.
It seems we're entering the boss fight stage 2 at last. Witness, your testimony, please.
If I had a nickel for every single time I played a game where there was a death nendoroid being made, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
In the same day.
In the same day.
It says right to remain silent. It should say
Yeah.
Doomsday Zone.
We'll see.
Anyway,
Well, wait till you hear the testimony.
witness testimony.
The right to remain silent.
I mean,
Intense glare.
Okay, change of
10 out of 10
strategy.
drifting. Nice. Nice reading of those lines. No notes. 10 out of 10.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah, perfect. My range is fantastic for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, flawless. Mr. Nickety, why didn't you say anything?
Kill it.
Smile.
Ah! Nothing just shot a death ray at me. He just took a picture of me. Or something. I feel my
He took
soul
my eyes,
being
I'm
taken
blinded.
away.
Sonic?
Oh.
okay,
You
so
want me
that
to
implies
voluntarily testify, hoping I will make a slip of the tongue?
so that kind of
just
proves that that's not hair. That's not hair. That's actually
Okay.
a skull.
Okay. So
Shadow.
I
We're
had
gonna
a
need to take a moment.
I need to take a moment to say just a quick note of like I would really appreciate if we can give Drifting's performance a little bit to breathe, even with the very
Sorry.
significant silliness and
Yeah.
shenanigans. I understand. There's another one which is worse. Just brace yourselves, I guess.
As somebody who deals with X-rays regularly, I'm rather averse to having one shot at me willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one that okay, just like
Yeah.
even
Be
though
prepared.
this is very silly, but also let's give Drifting's performance just a little space to breathe because I've been really excited for it, and I'm being a little selfish and asking for that because I really
That's
love
okay.
Drifting.
Let's go.
But I will-
this.
Not a very impressive plan or brain, might I add.
You can't see the brain.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's like-
that. Also,
That's the
you're worrying
problem.
That's
about
what I
his-
mean by breathing.
Let Shadow
by
talk.
breathing room. Like, sorry.
Yep.
Also, you're worrying about the brain. I have more concerns about the entire maxilla area under the
Yeah.
nose. Like, what is going on here?
It's
Like-
worse than HD.
I have a cold.
Stretched out. It's like it's not supposed to be that long. kind of
Unfortunately, we
thing.
have a very, very bad case of anime face here, it seems.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the mandible is tucked under the skull in a way that's not supposed to be. Like, I can kind of understand the orientation of this if Phoenix was caught with his mouth open, because then it'd be like, oh yeah, that's understandable because that's his jaw lower. But the way it is right now, it's like, oh god, what is wrong with your face?
I think
I mean,
he's
it is
had
Phoenix
one-
Wright we're talking
He's
about.
had one accident too many.
Yeah.
Like, that man does not have a nose anymore. Just you see that that dark space just under his ocular area? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be dark because
got-
of your sinuses,
you-
but not that
yeah.
loud.
You guys are
Something like
missing the big question, though. How do you get a sideways photo front on?
Well,
It's not front on because they are literally to the sides of him, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I think.
Yeah, but
I
Phoenix is
think-
addressing him
I
directly,
think
so...
True.
Yeah.
maybe he was trying to quickly turn away, but just went halfway through.
I thought it was a death ray, so I tried to dodge. Ow. That was uncalled for.
If you want to know something, you ask the question. I will answer, but I will have no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own.
Mm.
What's he trying to do, Nick?
He's using the silent treatment as a strategy to avoid getting tripped up. Clever guy.
Only took us 5 games to get someone who got smart.
Yeah.
No more lies, Mr. Dickety. You will tell us nothing but the truth from now on.
Look at the bird.
Ah. What do you think you're doing?
Is this cravat made of lead?
Yeah, apparently.
No one asked you to speak. Just keep quiet over there and play with your frills.
He doesn't have a heart. Oh,
How dare you?
I would have liked to have seen that chest X-ray.
We'll go back to it.
We'll see it again. We'll see both of them again.
Well, this is a rather unconventional X-ray photo, but please proceed, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examination and good fucking luck.
Right to remain silent. Okay, well... Press away.
Press everything.
If he won't speak voluntarily, then I guess I'll have to ask him something. What question should I ask?
Ooh.
Grudge against Soren?
Actions feel like the start of things.
We know the reason for the grudge. We know the reason for killing Groomsbury. I think the actions make sense. I agree with Weird.
On the day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinate. Is that right?
Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail of the event. Mr. Edgeworth, I believe your investigation backs up my claim.
I got statements that said groups of his subordinates worked with him in rotation. So he was always with someone.
As the prosecutor just said, I couldn't even get close to the lantern containing Bloomsbury by myself. Let alone kill him.
You just didn't have a chance to get close to the victim alone, huh?
Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony?
I would guess since we have nothing else. Since we have
Yeah.
a
I have,
yes.
I have a hunch.
I also have a hunch.
Go on.
Oh,
Who
I'm
wants to go
add it to the
first?
add it to the testimony. I'm saying add to the testimony. I have a hunch on what to use there, but I'm gonna like I remember the case, so I'm trying to be discreet. Also, I need to also say, much like the rest of the breakdowns in this game, the breakdown
Don't
in
mention
this
about the
case is-
breakdown.
the
We'll get
breakdown
there.
in this case, I just want to say it's like a full like animated sequence, so like just prep for that for everybody because it's a because like remember politicians one, like it's like they're pretty metaphorical and pretty like a full sequence. I just wanted to say that because
Pre-war.
I'm excited. I'm also just really excited. I'm so fucking excited. But I will not say any more about it. Sorry. Sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Unnecessary apology detected. You'll be hugged.
I'd like to have that statement added to his testimony.
Very well.
Is this a new line or not?
Yes, it will
Never
be.
mind.
Easy.
I was always in the company of others. I didn't have an opportunity to murder Gloomsbury.
Let's
Do you
press...
think they have to be? Do you think they have to be pressed in the right order, or will they just auto sort it?
Oh,
Like we
Maybe.
do like this
It's added
answer.
it onto the end. From what I
yeah.
can see.
Did you press the first one?
I did,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they've auto sorted it. Maybe it will add in a particular order as you press them. Never mind. Okay. Maybe press one of the other blanks so you can get more information.
Yeah.
Because there were
No.
still 2 questions to press that, weren't there?
Yeah, but
I'm pretty
I
sure
think,
it'll fill out all 3.
but I think we've got all we need.
All right. Go for it.
He's always in the company of others, right? So he says it around everyone. Have we know that there was ways for you to obscure yourself?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
There was a fucking fog machine in that place.
Do we have something connected to that second thing? The second picture. The second image. That one.
Yeah.
Check out that thick thog, yo.
Yeah.
Check out both pictures. That's my hunch.
The
We have-
second photo doesn't have smoke.
Yeah, this is a
No,
whole nother
there's
rece-
a-
it's a
That
whole
was
nother
different.
reception.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was different.
Yeah, there's 2 reception photos.
Did we?
But
Did we not
keep
get the
it?
other one?
probably not.
Doesn't
That's
seem
so
it.
rude.
Not
Maybe
holding on
not.
to it right now.
Is it not? Oh, yeah, it's not that one. I
I
suppose.
think we
Yeah.
only have one reception photo then.
But we may only have need for the one that we've got, since that's the one with the fog.
Yeah, I'm Hail Marying
We
this.
have the one.
Objection!
Yay!
Mr. Nickety testifies that he was always with someone at the time of the incident and never had a moment alone to commit the crime.
Yes, and the police investigation backs that statement up, doesn't it?
But there was an opportunity, in fact, one and only one. A moment when Mr. Nickety could have killed Mr. Gloomsbury without anybody noticing.
What?
And the one thing that made that moment possible is shown here in this photograph.
Hold it. Of all those people watching, I couldn't have possibly committed murder. I cannot believe him, Your Honor. This lawyer is a malignant tumor. He wants to infect his
Objection!
so yeah,
Objection!
Sure. Thanks.
Mr. Nickety, I would ask that you keep quiet this time.
Oh.
We need to evaluate the defense's claim, and your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion your way.
This is very nearly a face turn.
Mr. Wright, let's see this one thing you mentioned. But be warned, this had better not be one of your offhanded claims.
Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Edgeworth?
I know very well who
Well,
I'm
Mr.
talking
Wright,
to.
We're waiting. Please point us this one thing that made the moment of the murder possible.
Yeah, go on.
That one moment when it was possible for Mr. Nickety to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. The one thing that made that single moment possible is this!
Finger out in the corner. Yeah.
The smoke.
Take that!
Take that! The one thing that made the moment of the murder possible is this thick mood fog that engulfed the entire reception hall. It is under the cover of this fog that Mr. Niggity murdered the victim.
Oh, how brazen.
Blame it.
What?
Mr. Niggity was standing right next to the lantern that Mr. Gloomtree was in. This was the only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen.
Objection!
Objection. I can accept that there was a moment when the witness was obscured from the others by fog. But that doesn't prove Mr. Niggity killed the victim at that very moment. If you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here.
I was so caught up in finding a foothold that I forgot to think that far ahead.
Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception?
Don't even bother. His claim is dead on arrival. Victory's within your grasp, prosecutor.
Quiet, witness. I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth.
That's what he cares for.
One that can only arrive at a thorough evaluation. One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation.
Edgeworth?
Enough of this. Your Honor, this trial is over.
Nuh-uh.
The fuck
No,
you mean,
it's-
nuh-uh?
I'm the fucking judge. I can nuh-uh till the cows come home. No, Mr. Niggity. That's for me to decide. Mr. Wright, can you prove it? Can you prove that the murder was committed during the wedding reception? Whichever one you...
Why is there no verdict yet? The lawyer's obviously out of answers. The prosecutor, the judge, they're all infected. Their malignant stupidity is so advanced not even the best surgeons can save them. In fact, not even a brain transplant could cure them. This corner infected with idiocy, it's a pandemic.
Objection!
Oh God.
Mr. Niggity, that's enough already.
Finally ready to give up, are you?
No, just the opposite, actually. I'll prove the murder was committed during the reception by you!
Ow. You prove it?
Can you really, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. To be honest, I don't know exactly how I'll do it just yet. But if I want to get the truth Edgeworth is what talking about, I'll just have to find that way.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's have your proof.
Enough of this foolishness, he's just bluffing. Stop him from speaking, Your Honor.
Nah-uh.
You've
Wow.
been told.
So this is what it feels like to have the judge on my side.
That was my line.
You are just a district court judge with the power of the Sprocket family.
Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Niggity. This judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power.
Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth.
Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you've learned so far. You can do this. You can find the definitive evidence that will lead us to the truth.
Oh goodness.
Think, Phoenix.
Logic Speedway!
How can I prove the murder took place during the wedding reception?
I'm done with Sonic. Why are we back?
If Pierce committed the murder during the reception, then he had to have used his shoulder mech fixer-upper, the reception photo, or the murder weapon.
The murder
Weapon
weapon.
itself, surely.
The murder weapon itself. He used the murder weapon! Yes, the weapon that was used to strike the victim twice. According to the autopsy report, the victim was hit in the same object both times. So without a doubt, Pierce used it to commit the murder. The weapon used to kill Gloomsbury was...
The Bloodforce timekeeper, surely. The Bloodforce.
Yes. The candelabra, the key of love, or the timekeeper.
It would tie everything together.
It's the only thing that we haven't used yet in the court record.
That's it, yeah. The timekeeper was the murder weapon. If Pierce struck the victim during that one single moment, then he must have used the timekeeper. Come on, to think of it, wasn't it also used for something else during the reception? During the reception, the timekeeper was also used for the first startup of love, the first taste of love, or the cutting of the time machine.
First startup of love, I think.
Yeah, the first.
Wasn't kind of love ritual.
I don't think the time machine seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
The timekeeper had been activated.
Ooh.
That's right. The timekeeper had been activated during the reception. If we activate the timekeeper again now and find any trace of evidence of the murder, that would be conclusive proof that the Gloomsbury was killed during the reception.
Blimey.
Serious face. A special ceremony took place during the reception in question.
What kind of a special ceremony?
It was called the first startup of love. Apparently, the couple activated the timekeeper for the first time during it.
Must have made the timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment. And what would happen if we were to activate it?
Why don't we see for ourselves? It would give us a chance to examine it. And while we're at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence.
What?
No, you can't activate it.
Mr. Nicotine, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of the court. By the way, Mr. Wright, it's supposed to be a time machine, right? We aren't going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we?
I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honor.
I'm still a little nervous. Nonetheless, but although I would love to regain my hair, but the truth must be known.
Good one.
Very well. Go ahead and start out the time machine, timekeeper.
Do you? Oh, okay. I muted myself on the other thing. Anyway, do you know how, Nick? Also, Nick, when he shows off the X-ray of Edgeworth again, we should listen to Shadow about it.
Totally, yeah.
Oh my god, because he's gonna. I know he shows it off.
Oh, he does. Good.
So.
No, it's
Maybe.
fine. I've already done it in the.
But I want to hear you say it because it's so neat.
We want it audibly caught on stream.
Do you know if it does get shown again, Kay?
I am almost 100% sure. I'm double checking right this second
Because if
I'm
not,
pulling it up on my Switch.
I could just pull it up on the Discord.
If it doesn't after all this, we'll just bring it up on the stream afterwards. After
Yeah, we
everything's
can
done.
pull it up afterwards. But I'm double checking because I'm almost 100% positive he does show it again. But it might be during a more like. I'm almost positive. I'm pulling it up.
Who played the maid?
I forget.
Oh shit, that was May as Gambit.
I'll do it.
No, it was Gambit. It was Gambit
Oh, okay. Go.
at the window. In the maid outfit.
Give me a sec. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, oh, how romantic it was, mon ami.
Let's see. I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the timekeeper itself. What symbol of the bride's love would fit together with the timekeeper? Oh, I know. That has to be it.
That's right. Are you ready to activate the time machine now?
The judge seems so happy about the time machine.
I'm not getting younger yet.
I was readying
Yes,
up the
Your
Doctor
Honor.
Who's thing, to be fair, for all of this.
The symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper is...
That thing. It's that
Attorney's
thing.
badge.
It's the
Ellen's
thing with the
No, it's
symbol.
not the attorney's badge.
It's the thing with the tri. It's got to be. It's got the Triforce in it.
It's the
Triforce.
MacGuffin!
It's the Triforce of Love.
The Triforce of Time.
Miss Wyatt's pendant is the symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper.
What? Does that mean you can start it out with Miss Wyatt's pendant?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Very well. Please try it now, Mr. Wright.
Okay, here I go. But first, I have to figure out where the pendant goes.
We got a puzzle?
Well, you know who we need to call then.
It's time for another puzzle, my dear boy.
This puzzle is worth 35 picarats.
Is it that thing? Is it that one?
Yeah, there's a
Probably.
thing there.
This hole looks like a good spot. I'll try setting the pendant in there.
I do like the roses on it. That's very cute.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful piece of scenery.
It fits!
Yeah.
This must be the right spot.
Lego, can we get a version of this, please?
I would buy it in a heartbeat. honestly.
Same.
Same.
Now I have to find a place to insert the key.
It has to be operational though. It has to be actually.
first.
It actually has to be a time. Like it has to take you back in time, please, Lego. Yeah,
I mean,
if anyone
most
can make it
Lego kits these
happen,
days have mechanisms in them.
if anyone can make it happen, it's Lego. Mm.
If we can get Lego minifigures of all the cast as well, that'd be great. Thanks, guys.
Someone,
Yeah.
someone
Yes, agreed.
Here we go.
Someone's gonna take
It's not on the
looking at
bottom,
this,
is
like,
it?
it goes in the square hole. It
Maybe
goes
goes-
in the square
I'm
hole.
pretty certain it goes in there because look at it. It looks like it's an
Yeah, it
indentation.
has
Do you
a
have,
hole.
do you have to wind up the? Is it
Yeah.
a wind up thing on the back?
Yeah, probably.
Like the-
There's like a key, so maybe you need that.
Oh, there you go.
This hole in the middle of the pendant. Could this be it?
Maybe.
Sneaky game, the same spot.
Ooh, sneaky. Very sneaky.
Well, I was right on that. It was wind up.
It does look like a wind up. Now that I look at it.
Oh. Oh.
It worked! The timekeeper's been activated.
That is
I already feel getting younger.
Now all I have to do is find obvious proof that the crime was committed during the reception.
Really, Phoenix? Really?
I wonder.
I wonder what the evidence is.
See,
Gee willikers.
Door to explore this.
there appears to be a large...
Is it the front? Is it round the back?
There appears to be a large crack in the top that was
It's
caused by
behind
a tomato sauce
you.
bottle.
Larry,
By-
you're a genius.
By Jove, you're a genius.
I'd like to.
I think I found it.
You think you've... It's the tree inside.
I'd like to take a moment to say I appear to have fallen over.
You can't get up.
And you've chosen
can't
not
get
to
up.
get back up.
Also, can I quickly say, in some angles of this, the bloodstain actually looks like a heart, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Now we really
Ellen.
need the Lego thing if it has this inside. That's cool.
Ellen, help me! I've fallen. I can't get up.
I'm trying to turn it up. I can't. I'm stuck. I can't turn more than 45 degrees.
I assume that you'd have to dismantle the whole thing,
I don't know.
which is annoying.
Well, it's
in order
halfway there, you know.
to store and back up.
Give it a strong knock, and there you go. If you're in.
No, Ella, not that way. This way.
Anyone got a wrench? Give it a good whack.
I think. Is this crunching to you? Is string crunching?
No, I think that's just the sound of the
clicking
mechanism.
I think it's the.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Doing reset in case.
Yeah, confidence restart. Yeah.
There you go.
The original
Conclusive
idea is
evidence.
really cute, though.
Oh yeah. Conclusive evidence that the murder was committed during the wedding reception. Just as I suspected. There's evidence of the murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nickety. The timekeeper was only activated open during the wedding reception, right?
No! Stop!
So that means this is conclusive proof that the crime was committed during the reception. After you killed the victim under the cover of fog. You closed the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't you?
Gee, thanks for the update of the 11th hour game.
They made a Lego version.
No, you're wrong. Ellen killed Bloomsbury. It wasn't me, I tell you.
What?
Objection. Give it up, Mr. Nickety. Like with the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder with everyone watching her.
It was the family. Yes, all the family members conspired together to kill him.
Objection! There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nickety. During the reception, during that one dreamlike moment, only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, Pierce Nickety.
Oh, here it is.
No, this isn't over yet. I won't give up. Oh no, I cut the artery. This stupid thing. We must stop the bleeding now. Give me forceps. Forceps, I said. Hey, where is everyone? Fine, I'll manage this alone. I'll do it all by myself. I can fix anything, repair anything. So you have to get better. You have to live. You must. I would have been able to save her if only I had listened to her. If only I had treated her first. If only I had Soren hadn't been there. Too late now. No.
Witness, are you finally ready to tell us the truth?
Just as the lawyer deducted.
So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that,
Please. Help. Soren.
Mrs. Sprocket's last words. That's what she really meant by those words.
I was able to grant her wish, but at the price of her life.
So you got a job with Sprocket Aviation and waited for your chance to get revenge. You got close to Mr. Bloomsbury and hatched this plot. Is that right?
Bloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. So when I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait.
He was your accomplice. Someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him?
I didn't expect Soren to strike Bloomsbury out on the Vista deck. And I certainly never imagined he'd make it his way on there alongside the outside wall.
Soren's love is the real deal after all.
My plan had been compromised, so for the time being, I hid his body in the lantern and tried to think of my next move.
And then Mr. Gloomsbury came too during the second wedding reception.
As soon as I saw Bloomsbury, I instantly hit upon an idea. To pin the blame of Bloomsbury's murder on Ellen.
You tried to break up the couple by making the bride out to be a murderer. How despicable.
Soren was getting the company and the wedding. Both things that were supposed to be Selena's. He took every happiness from her. Who's the despicable one here?
Do you think what you did would make her happy?
I know it wouldn't. But I couldn't just stand by watching Soren enjoy his happiness. I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had, and then take over Sprocket Aviation. I would take back from him all of the happiness that was rightfully Selena's. Time stopped for me the day I lost her. Just like this pocket watch of hers.
Hold it! P.S.
Miss Wyatt?
I believe Selena would have said, "Leave this ill will behind. Your time is yours to live."
It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again. What? It can't be. I see now, Selena. What I did was wrong.
I see no further need to continue this trial. Mr. Mickens, please take Mr. Nickety away.
Yes, sir.
Pierce Niggity, another inconsolable time traveler, who lived in time that stood still.
Now then, I must render my verdict regarding the
Your Honor, before you give your ruling, would you please allow me a moment?
Very well.
Ellen, there's something I need to say to you.
Yes, Soren?
I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened all because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call off our marriage.
What? Of course not. I never once thought that.
If you stay with me, you'll only face even more trying times in the future.
What do you mean?
The truth of this incident and the car accident before it. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer, and I'll take a lot of criticism. But I feel I can only really start over once I get everything out in the open.
Soren.
After all that's happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but... Well... how should I say this? Maybe I'll just... No. A life with me probably won't be very easy, but... Will you marry me?
Yes. Of course.
She looks so cute.
They're so cute together.
Aww.
Your Honor, thank you for this time. Please, continue with your ruling.
Very well, but first, I have one question. Do the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis?
I do, Your Honor.
I do.
Does the prosecution or the defense have any objections?
Well done, Your Honor. No objections here.
The defense has no objections either, Your Honor.
By the power vested in me by the Supreme Court of Japanifornia, I pronounce Ellen Wyatt. Oh, sorry. Ellen Sprocket. Not guilty.
Oh my god.
Mood.
So we're gonna have a cut to, like a cut back to, the lobby and whatever, because we got the not guilty.
The scourge is adjourned. You may kiss the bride.
Yeah, exactly. So
Wait,
we're gonna have our
yeah?
post-trial wrap-up, but before we do the post-trial wrap-up, I need to say, oh my god, I got chills from Drifting's performance and from Laura and Mist. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah, they
you
were
killed it!
absolutely amazing. All three of you were so great.
Yeah.
High five across the interwaves, Mist.
Yes.
Yeah.
High five across the
Yeah.
interwaves indeed, Laura.
Like
I-
I have.
I gotta be honest. I was trying to hold back because when Nicky D fell down, I thought Bear could have come out and said, "We are gathered here today." But it was just done at that
Dearly
point.
beloved.
I was just like, "Bite your tongue, bite your tongue."
I was biting my tongue too, because the moment Sorin was writing something on a piece of paper, I was like, what's he writing? Is it like, do you like me? Yes, no.
I thought it was going to be something like that myself.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
I
like one of
imagine
those
it was,
things
"Will
they
you
made in
marry me? Yes,
school.
no."
Oh,
That's what he asked.
Yeah.
oh,
Is it-
brilliant!
Oh my god, I can't remember what
Yes,
they're called.
Heather.
Like, yeah, like you fold it up and there's like several
Cootie
colours,
catchers. Yeah.
Cootie catchers, yeah, that way, you make it, you write numbers on the outside, you make somebody choose a number 6, and you make it go like 6 times, you flip it in and forth, and then you make them choose a color, red, R-E-D, spell out red, and then you flip it over and it says, "Will you marry me? Yes or no?"
So funny. Oh my gosh. And Drifting, I need to genuinely give I was excited for this. I knew what was coming. I know your general abilities, but I still got chills anyway because I suspected I would, but I was not expecting just the amount of despair and You really did it
Mm.
brilliantly, and I was like looking forward so much to the breakdown, and then you fucking crushed it, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Yet
Honestly,
another case that could have been fixed with fucking therapy.
True, but
Yeah.
honestly, for this character, it was a lot of fun to like tap into that kind of despair. Honestly,
Yeah, to tap into the grief that makes someone into a Greek tragedy.
Hmm.
Other examples in the series do exist, and so they are always some of my favorite characters, even if I fucking hate them for their actual actions. I do appreciate their stories. Looks at a certain character in Trials and Tribulations.
Do you want to?
Before we,
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
before we do move on, because we got a chance to miss it, and actually, I'd love to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
written
literally,
an amazing analogy.
literally about to
Yes.
kind of say this.
Analysis, yes.
So
I
I've already
thankfully
prepared
provided.
No, no,
Yeah, I provided the image
doesn't
for you to
matter.
bring up on stream if you
Nothing.
want to.
It's nothing. Keep going.
No, it's.
but
Are you sure, Shadow? Like, we'd
Yeah,
love
no,
to
I'm
hear
sure.
it.
It's in
Okay.
the bench. It's not anything.
If you
Okay,
want to
we
find out Shadow's take, come over to Ebax Scratching Boost Discord server
No
and
one else can see it though.
Well, that's
maybe we can repost it. I don't know.
You can check the analysis here.
There you go. Ah, okay, there you go. Oh,
There you go.
goodness.
Okay,
Right,
fine.
right.
I'll read it out then.
Finally.
You were clearly very invested, so you know.
And it's so neat. It's so neat.
It is.
I love it.
So cool.
It's always interesting, like to hear someone invested and be able to explain it well. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the observations that I can make is only 9 ribs are visible in the radiograph. While I think this is a adaptation of the drawing style, because drawing them together is quite tough, because then it becomes a bit of a mess. Normally humans have a complement of 11 pairs, although this can vary depending on the person. The spacing here is wider than typical. They would tend to be closer together. They tend to spread out a little bit more towards the bottom. The last 2 ribs, I think, the last 2 pairs do not actually attach to the sternum. That's just a general biological thing. They basically just curl back and up around into the rest of the ribs. I think a cloudier section that you see at the bottom, just underneath the cravat, is probably to simulate the shadow of the heart and the spine that it's cast. But the shadow shown here is too symmetrical to show the pointed edge of the heart. Usually, the point of the heart will be facing to our right if we're facing this radiograph. Therefore, the point of the heart points into your left. That's why your left lung has 2 lobes and not 3, because it needs to accommodate the point of the heart. Unless you are dextrocardia, in which case it'll point the other way. Even if Edgeworth is suffering from broken heart syndrome or Testacubo's cardiomyopathy or a type of heart failure, which damages the heart to make it more globular in shape, which is more round, it wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't be as pronounced or symmetrical. It would look more like it's an organ and not just a random lump. Also, the spine is a lot more thin and pronounced. Then again, the radiograph could be shit, considering I'm not even sure how he managed to take a front photo of Edgeworth from the side.
Now that you've said all that, I'm curious about the lungs, because that shadow, that lump in the middle, it's so small. Where's the lungs?
The lungs are in the ribs, dear. They're clear because they're full of air. If they were not full of air, they would be cloudy, and that's bad. That's an infection. Your lungs are supposed to be clear. You're not supposed to see them.
That's
To be
good
fair,
to know.
To be fair, he did
That's
just make
interesting.
this, so the
'Cause
technology may be quite faulty.
I was convinced they would also have a shadow like the heart or something.
Well, yeah, the heart is seen. That would be where that lump is, but not because what X-rays do is the rays go through the body and they're stopped by a dense material. Air is not a dense material. Therefore, that's why the lungs, when healthy, come up as like clear. Well, they're supposed to come up as clear. If they come up as not clear, that's not very good.
But the heart would, because it's tissue and blood and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a very compact, full organ kind of thing. To go back to it, they've forgotten the shoulder blade exists. The shoulder blade should be faintly visible, just inside the armpit. It's not there. I've looked really, really hard. It's not there. I'm not sure why. Speaking of whatever the fuck is going on with the shoulder joint, I don't know what that bone is. Under the next to the humeral head on our right side, would be Edgeworth's left. I think that's supposed to simulate the gleneal humeral joint, where the forearm connects to the shoulder. But I'm not sure, and it's not supposed to be there, kind of thing. Like, shoulder joints are very confusing as is, but that bone's not supposed to be there.
We're gonna find out more about it in Investigations 3.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Yeah, it shouldn't look like that. I can't tell about the other shoulder. It's a little, it's too far away and blurry to be sure. And I really don't think you need me to tell you about the cravat and how to do that.
Yeah, no, the lead cravat is just ridiculous.
Could we? Oh, sorry, go for it, Kay.
Right,
Go for it.
I just need to say, Shadow, thank you so much for giving us the full breakdown here, because it's so.
Also, I just noticed his clavicles are wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no! There's a hard, like, where the clavicle should be much higher up. Then they're pointing down. You can see that they're pointing down in a V shape just underneath where the cravat is. That's not. They're not supposed to do that. The thing about the collarbone, I call them the clavicle because I'm used to the medical terminology, but the shoulder, the collarbones connect directly. They're directly horizontal, kind of thing. If anybody tries to give you a wishbone in a human, no. Well, one, that's a thyroid bone, so that's wrong entirely. But no, they don't do that. They go straight along and connect to the sternum at the top, like a T. Like they are T posing.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they've designed them like that. I think they've mistaken. I think somebody didn't,
They didn't do the research, basically. Yeah. Could we get an artist to draw up a version of Edgeworth where this X-ray makes sense? Just an idea for someone out there. Just some muted version.
Not. That's nightmare fuel.
Okay. Artists of the world, you've been set a challenge. Good luck.
You go.
There's plenty of chest X-rays knocking around. Just find one of them. They'll never know the difference.
Oh goodness.
Goodness.
All right.
I also need to say, I love the fact that, like, one, the analysis, but two, the other thing is that for both Phoenix's X-ray and Edgeworth's X-ray, the obvious problem is just the beginning. For both of them.
Yeah.
Like, bone cravat and bone spikes are just the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I will.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you've shared all that with us, Shadow, but I also wanted to say that standing behind the prosecution desk all day is very, very bad for your health.
Yeah, I will also say two things, actually. One, you would have never get radiographs that good from just a shot like that. Like, usually the beam, where the beam comes from is like right up against you, like really, really close.
Yeah.
I remember
I've
going
had a
for
dentist
chest X-ray, and you have to you have to put your arms behind you and sort of like puff your chest out, but you got to breathe in, but hold your breath, but you
breathe in, hold your breath, but make sure your chest is right up next to. Yep.
Yeah,
I do one every year. I do one every year as part of a mandatory Japanese health check. So yeah.
It's complicated. So you would not get radiographs that exact and that pretty.
I did one on Wednesday because of my back problems, and they do put you in such uncomfortable positions that I was thinking, like, I'm gonna come out on the photos all mangled up and like not how I look in real life.
Oh dear.
But they have to arrange you like that so there's nothing in the way. sometimes when they're taking a chest X-ray, your nipple shows up, and and it is sometimes commented on the radiologist will say, "Oh yeah, that's fine. That's just the nipple. Don't worry about it." It looks like
Yeah.
a lesion in the lung. It's fine. It's just on the outside. But
Fair
also,
enough.
It's supposed to be there.
I will say of the
Also,
two radiographs, the skull one is infinitely worse. My
Mm.
God, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing?
also, he did look like he has an extra cranium inside his cranium.
Yeah, that was a little weird. It
Well, that
looked
But
like
explains
that
a lot
that
of
explains why he survived being hit by a car.
Yeah, like I said, that explains a lot actually.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a quick look at some radiographs. Yeah, no, that shouldn't have looked like that.
Yeah, Mr. Wright, are you okay?
Yeah.
So that is no.
In one,
I
no,
think-
but two, yes, but also no.
That depends on your definition of okay, I think.
All right. Let us proceed, I guess.
September 23rd.
Mm,
September 23rd, 11:36 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Hell yeah, we got this done before noon. Ellen, Soren, congratulations.
Oh, Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and I would... We were...
But now you can finally start your new life together, right?
They are so cute together though.
You have to fit in one more. We have to fit in one more.
You can't not.
Mr. Wright,
Oh, sorry. I'll go back. Go.
apparently the editor wants me not to speak anymore.
Oh no.
Damn.
I mean, I can continue if you want.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And now it's not a threat.
We'll be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Would you do us the honor of coming to it? I want you to witness our fresh start.
Of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Ellen, this time, it'll finally be happily ever after, right?
Oh, yes.
Just have a private wedding, just you two. No one can get murdered then. Just...
Well,
No one gets murdered, but it is not a private wedding. You'll see. There's an anime cutscene.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, yeah, I know.
This was it.
The two of you have preserved and overcome this trial together. Persevered, not preserved.
There you go. You've been
You
preserved in a jar.
they're making
Got through this
preservatives
trial
all
together.
the time.
So much jam everywhere.
I mean, their love is preserved. Their love is preserved.
That's what I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Now, no matter what obstacles come your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them.
Just like my love for all of you.
Aww. We love you too.
Oh, we back.
You the boss.
Yeah,
Yes.
we love you so much. I love the stream family so much.
There is still so much jam everywhere.
How did it get everywhere?
It's raspberry.
Ooh, we've got something in the I'm just going to share this in the Discord.
Oh.
This is what your skull should look like.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, it should not look like a cross between a human and a hedgehog.
So
A
clearly,
certain blue hedgehog.
there's something wrong with Phoenix. Wouldn't you agree, Shadow?
It's like I think it would be easier to find what's right.
With Phoenix right.
Ironic.
Right here.
Mr.
I-
Ray,
yes.
the way his sinus look on that radiograph compared to what he actually looks like. Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up on that radiograph. I'm sorry.
I'll never claim to be experts these things. You read this line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
That was when you said, just my my love for all of you, and we all went, "Aw."
And there's another thing I'm sure of too. This person will always be watching over the two of you.
Larry?
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the photo of Larry?
No, it's silly.
Oh,
It's
not that bad, please!
No, I'm that man. Sorry, that's an investigations joke. Sorry. That's always what Edward calls him in investigations. He always calls Phoenix that man. He never calls him Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
Selena. Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's his name.
And we promise to live life to the fullest. For Selena's sake, too.
Sorry about that.
Right, Soren?
That's right. Well, we'd better be on our way.
Yes, my love.
Yeah!
Oh!
Wait for it. It gets even. Wait for it.
Wow.
Wait,
The old threshold carry.
you mean they're gonna fly
Yeah,
away
show
or
off.
something?
Also,
Wait for it.
that's upper body strength right there for Soren.
Yeah. like Phoenix could not do anything approaching this without throwing out his back for weeks. That's why I had Ken and Edgeworth's the one who always carries Trucy.
And
I mean,
Soren's...
look,
In fairness, did get hit by a car.
yeah, also Phoenix can't fucking kneel on the ground without losing consciousness.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
I'd like to
You're
point
not
out.
okay.
I'd like to point out I did climb out on the outside of an airship during high-speed winds.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Power
true.
Glove, and you did get stabbed recently.
Yeah, so
So-
like,
The guy's jacked underneath that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I heard
Or,
back. I heard he
or
gets
he could have an exoskeleton under the suit.
Oh,
Put it this way.
first, before you say that miss, what did you say, Shad? I didn't quite catch that.
I heard Soren was jacked. I heard like he had a 10-pack. The recent variant covers for the uncanny accident thing. Why does Gambit have a 10-pack? Answer me! Where are his ribs gone?
Yeah, it's like so. I was saying the same here. Edgewood doesn't have enough ribs, and Soren has no ribs but a 10-pack.
Okay.
Edgeworth also has a weird 10-pack in some of the official art, and I hate it. Ugh. That man would not have abs. I'm putting it in the court record. Sorry, continue.
Well, we'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now.
I'll be looking forward to that wedding.
Hold tight, Ellen.
Oh no, are they gonna...
Yep.
You better believe I will. I'm never letting you go.
I'm blasting off
That's a payoff.
No, I really like that.
Team Sprocket firing up
There they go.
again.
And,
I hope somebody opened a skylight.
and Mist, before you start worrying, no, I will not ask you to do that if ever we meet.
You're
It
not
looks
thinking of
like
going to that
Alice.
wedding by yourself, are you, Buzz?
Like, that was romantic. That was romantic and all, but I'm not going to ask anybody to do it. Just now.
Ah, someone got out of the basement.
Someone escaped from Juicy. Yeah. Oh goodness. You're taking us too, right?
Oh boy, I bet there's gonna be all kinds of fancy food there.
Athena? When did you get out of the basement?
I clipped back out of the basement, it's fine. Just now. I've been here to cheer you guys on earlier, but, Trucy never gave me a chance to slip away.
You're going to be in even bigger trouble with her later.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth.
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth? Really? But he thought Ellen was guilty all the way to the end.
That may be true, but
He's my husband.
Yeah.
I gotta have a +1.
Don't even bother, his claim is dead on arrival. I still do not have an echo. I can't afford one. Victory's within your grasp, prosecutor.
me.
Quiet, witness.
There we go.
Hey, he does have an echo.
I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth.
That's what it's here for.
One that we can only arrive at through thorough deliberation.
Haven't you played Investigations and seen my character arc?
No.
I have a logic button right here.
If he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably would have ended there.
You mean Mr. Edgeworth gave us that chance? Like he did way back in the samurai trial?
Maybe. No, knowing him, I doubt he'd ever tell, even if I asked.
Personally, I think he just has. Personally, I think he just has a grudge because the witness told him to shut up. But
Very possible.
Probably.
That's right. Shut up, Wesley.
Well, if that's how you feel about it, Nick, then why not try to get him invited, I guess?
Hey, Maya! Have you ever tried to catch the bouquet?
What? No.
It's
Never have
pronounced
either. Want to fight for it?
No?
Fighting over a bouquet that's been tossed by the bride. Talk about a fierce competition.
You're gonna beat
Totally
my ass.
stoked.
You're gonna kick my ass.
Yes! That's the point.
I'm not sure it's supposed to be all that competitive, Athena.
Oh, Maya, my
That's a
sweet
pretty
summer
good
child.
jumper, so I think I've got a chance.
My sweet summer child, Maya.
Nick, I have concerns about this girl you hired.
You should.
She's definitely missing the whole point of the thing.
Athena just wants to punch somebody, and I don't blame her.
And Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long?
Shut up! Wishing the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what a real man does.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure that
He's gonna
relationship.
hate every moment of it.
I'm pretty sure that relationship was over before it began, Larry.
Darn it all. If only I was 10 years younger. Where's that time machine? Things could have been gone differently.
I don't.
Hands of time! Why won't you turn back for me?
The Supreme Court of California said it's my turn on the time machine.
There you go. Oh,
Oh, goodness gracious.
September 30th, 9:20 a.m. Sprocket Park. Mooring Dock.
Before we move, I need to
say one of my family members.
Oh.
I also need to say that is exactly 1 week after the trial, which I
It's
think is
been
possibly the funniest time to do it, because they were like shortly. So, God, 1 full week after the
They're still
trial.
cleaning the blood.
Yeah.
It's Ace Attorney, don't question it.
You know
This
how
is
hard it
also. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just, do you know how hard it is to rebook everything again?
We have
Yeah.
the venue, we may as well.
That is fair. But I will also say, this is the last moment that we have on the Ace Attorney timeline. Let's go.
Ooh.
Today is Ellen and Soren's third wedding ceremony and reception.
3.
3 times the charm, eh, mon ami?
Exactly.
Where's me? I can't.
I heard the bride and groom insisted it being the Flying Chapel again. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya. And Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and even Larry.
Yay.
They say third time's the charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them this time round. Still, I get the feeling it's going to be one rowdy party.
I have to
Then we at
invite
least-
All
myself.
quiet, all quiet.
Ready when you are. Okay. Here we go. Huh? Oh.
Oh, hey! Look who's next!
I
you want to die?
Get back! Haven't you ever heard of ladies' first time?
I'm truly blessed to have you.
Aww. They're so cute.
And the boys
They're
have
a
another
lovely
murder
couple.
case in their hands.
Yay!
And that's it.
And
That's a wrap.
it. That's the game. That's the
We
game.
did
A
it.
wrap. Also,
We did
Emma
it.
looks really cute in the wedding outfit.
Yes, I have the wedding outfits were in the concept art book. I am pulling them up to send to y'all because
Well,
they're
I-
super cute.
I believe we can. The art live.
I did.
Art library.
We have a game that shows it as well.
Outlay Berry.
Surely it has this in here.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah, they're in here. Oh, I love the chibis.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Look
she
at
looks
that.
Hey.
so goddamn gorgeous.
They all do.
They all look gorgeous.
Yeah. I feel like that's. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shadow, but I feel like that outfit would look fantastic on you. The one that Emma's wearing.
I disagree, but okay.
I think you'd look fantastic in many things, but that's because I'm biased because I think you're cool.
I like that she still has her necktie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and specifically,
yeah.
like she has the thing around her neck, like her sister, and like Mia. Sorry,
She just has to hide the fact that she's a vampire.
Also, Larry cleans up well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry looks really suave.
And it's so cute. Like
I love
Very dapper.
I love the kimono that
Yes!
that Mary's
Yeah.
wearing.
they dress her up so fancy every time. Like in the
Yeah.
anime as well, they dress her up so fancy, and it's like, yes, put
And
Maya
that-
in more outfits.
That is a beautiful dress as well on.
Yeah.
Yes, I adore it. It
Yeah.
looks
And
so good in the female.
And a beautiful hairdo. I love the hair.
Yeah.
Yes. Didn't notice the hair was different for you.
It's a
Yeah.
little less sharp than usual.
Yeah,
It's
It's
cute.
just a little spider leg, but it's cute.
and Emma's bun is larger, I guess.
Yeah.
How dare
got
you
her
just
hair
skip past
all
me?
the special outfits.
Yeah, special
Sup?
outfits.
They're cute.
This is me when I'm trying to look cool.
Please put your tits away.
I
found you, Phoenix-chan.
I have a version of the Furia Tigre jacket. It was the version used in the Turnabout musical. And I think about that every time because the version I have was made with puffy
Chibis.
paint like the night before.
Wait. Go back.
Eevees, yeah.
Hey, little pixel art guys.
They
Evie
even
sword is
they, e-
adorable.
they even have Larry in disguise.
That's Luis. Yeah.
Larry stowed him.
Yeah, they are all adorable.
Oh, and they have
I-
Susie in Wonderland.
They do.
I love the amazing Mr. Hat.
Mm.
They
I
have,
like that
they
the
have
victims
army
here
puffs
aren't
and-
dead, like not on the floor like some of the others.
I love they have army buffs drone on there as well. It's like yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
also
the
just
judge.
Taka by himself. It's really
Top
cute.
row, 4 for long, just a judge with the gavel.
Gavel.
Order.
Yeah, capo.
All very good.
One
I'm
of-
saving.
one-
I am
one of
saving
the-
2 of these.
Also, one of the very few proofs the judge has legs.
Yeah. Proof right there.
It's
They
just
may
this
just
and
be-
investigations one. That's it.
Yes.
They may
The
just
thing
be
is-
nubs, is the thing.
The question is, are they legs or are they the feet of? Are they the legs of a stool that he's sitting on?
Well, you think he's actually quite short?
Yeah.
Are these the legs of a... I don't know where I was going there. There was something there.
Those
Well.
legs are made of mahogany.
Well,
Mahogany.
that's been the end of Spirit of Justice, and
Yeah.
we've reached the end of the timeline, as it were.
And the
Well,
Apollo
yeah.
Justice trilogy.
Oh, the Apology Trilogy.
The end of days.
Now, we will be going to investigations soon, TM, but not next. And speaking of next, we're actually going to start our next project after the break. So we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Right into it.
We're getting
Oh
right
my
into
God.
it.
About that.
Yeah.
We're getting right into it.
You're jumping right in. Hang on.
Has Niven not given you the VT?
He's not given me any kind of credits, unfortunately.
Aw.
No, okay.
But it is what it is. He did apologise for it. He's been very, very busy at work, so I can understand.
That's
it.
fair.
Because
Oh,
it-
Promotions do that.
Promotions do indeed do that. So
Yeah,
we'll be,
promotion, am I right?
we'll be right back, everyone. We'll see you shortly.
Before you go
Yes,
away,
yes.
can I advertise Evil Troy's fundraiser in your chat?
Absolutely, you must. Yes,
Thank you. We've hit target. We've gone way beyond target. Actually, it's actually like 144%. But if you would like to support World Cancer Research Fund, this is a link to follow. Please consider donating. Thank you. We'll
Thank
be
you
right
very much.
back.
Yes, we'll be right back, and yes, give generously.
You're awesome. Bye.